I'm going to miss my deadline. Oh, the RT is complete. Hooray! The quarterly dividend has been declared. It's a whole sentence more. I'm just so happy. That's not emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability, capacity, or skill to perceive your emotion, to assess and manage emotions of yourself, others, or groups. It's also to promote your personal growth. It's not to be confused with IQ. Oh, get my pocket protector out. Which is a level of competency. Before I proceed, I'm going to dispel two myths about IQ. One, that you think that IQ can predict your career success. That's not true, because jobs have a certain requirement of IQ. And as we know, academic intelligence does not equal success at work. Two, companies hire the smartest employees. Big companies tend to hire employees with a wide range of skills that can't be measured. Conflict management, integrity, the ability to read other people's minds and try to get useful responses from other people. In other words, they're people smart. As Southwest Airlines is known for, they hire people, not resumes. Now, intelligence at work is comprised of three things: IQ, which we talked about, expertise, and emotional intelligence. Expertise, as we all know, is technical knowledge, training, and experience. Expertise always far outweighs IQ. You can be a genius, but without training you can't be a doctor, unless, of course, you slept at Holiday Inn Express the day before. Emotional intelligence, without it, smart people act stupid. And when the emotions rage, they lose control. Morale goes down, and they can scare the customer away. So I'm going to talk about the facets of success at work. The top performer is emotionally competent. Interpersonally, they are aware of their limitations. They self-manage their emotions. They are goal-oriented, check, 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 and they have integrity. Interpersonally, they are compassionate, and they can get people to help them and to work with them to get the response that they need. Emotionally competent people rely on their instincts, which is like a primitive radar. Boop, boop. All humans keep everything that happens to them as an emotional blueprint. This knowledge builds up, and the emotionally competent person knows how to balance the gut feelings with fact. Now, the outward points of emotional intelligence. The top performers they act with courage. Remember the cowardly lion from Wizard of Oz? Put him up, okay. Courage matters most when the risk of speaking out far outweighs the risk of staying quiet. Courage should have everyone's best interest in mind. Top performers act with integrity, and they tend to stand out favorably from their peers. Lastly, emotionally competent people change with change. Their career or mental health would suffer if they didn't change with their work environment. So these top performers have attitude, and that makes a big difference at work. Attitude is comprised of your initiative, which takes them beyond what's required. They are proactive, they are motivational, and they are calm in crisis. Oh, handshaking a little bit. And they have optimism. Their optimism is all about interpretation. When they have a failure, it's not viewed as a personal attack. It's viewed as how they see the setback instead of controllable factors. Oh, A, B, C. Yeah, oh, that's why it happened. But they don't take it personally. And about this initiative and attitude, Lou Holtz, who led 6 different colleges to bowl games, says, your talent determines what you can do. Your motivation determines how much you are willing to do, and your attitude determines how well you do it. The inward points of EI are dealing with emotions effectively. Holding them in is not coping effectively, because this will have negative impacts down the road. It'll come out in high blood pressure, aches and pains, or stress. So you need 4 skills to keep your emotions in check. You need to work with mood management. self-understanding, knowing your strengths and weaknesses, especially the interpersonal ones, calmness under fire, and clarity of feelings. To do this self-assessment, you must be able to judge yourself. If you can't see your negative behavior, you can't change it. Some negative behaviors which stand in the way are excessive ambition, unreasonable goals, workaholism, power hungry, glory seeking, vanity in appearance, and the worst one, perfectionism. The culmination of this inward and outward facets of emotional intelligence are demonstrated by the committed employee, not the one walking around with the hug me jacket, but they're actually inspired by the company's mission, their core values. They make short-term sacrifice knowing that there is a reward soon thereafter, not years later, but somewhat sooner. And they seek opportunities to meet the group's goals, not just their own goal, but the group's goals. So the fundamentals of EI in the workplace can be summarized as it's being people smart, being motivated, acting with integrity. It's a two-way communication or interaction. It's what you show and perceive and how you manage the knowledge of these emotions that you're experiencing. Also your emotions and others' emotions. I focused on the work-related aspects, but as you can perceive, this can be applied to home, family, friends, church, or anywhere in between. So think before you act and think about what you're doing. Thank you.